Hello, everybody. Welcome to our IBF Breathing Arts Creative Forum. Today, our guest is Ekaterina. We're very, very glad to have her. And you've probably seen some of her work before coming here. Absolutely fantastic, Ekaterina. And so I'm just saying this because I'm meant to be in charge of this group. So I pass that on to my colleagues in the group just to welcome them as well. And then we shall get going with this forum. So thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you very much for inviting and very welcome. So we can start.
Wait, let's introduce our group really quick. Tanya, do you want to go next? And then
Sure.
Orlando, you can come on and introduce yourself as well.
Hello, welcome everyone. We're so excited to have Ekaterina here today. Thank you for being here. I am one of the members and the organizer of the creative workshops for IBF Breathing Arts. And so really happy to be here. I'm a breath worker based out of Rhode Island, northeast part of the United States, and so happy to be a part of this group and here today for this exciting event. So looking forward to it. All right, you can take it, Orlando.
Hello, everyone. My name is Orlando. I'm also a breathwork facilitator, part of the Breathing Arts team as part of the social media aspect of it. And I'm currently based out of Colombia. Thank you all for joining us.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Julie King. I am also one of the organizational member for the International Breathwork Foundation. I am so delighted and honored to be introducing a dear friend of mine, a world-renowned painter, shaman, healer, spiritual, motivational speaker, just all around an incredible woman, a mother of three, and a phenomenal, talented artist. I mean, her paintings say it all, and I just want her to work her magic with us today. Welcome, Katrina.
Like a child. Artists, we are all like a child. We are sensitive, we love good words of appreciation. It's so important. Thank you. All the introductions are done.
That's fun. Yes.
All the introductions are done. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
Take over.
Yes, Julia introduced me a little bit, very beautifully. Just a little bit more. So now I'm based in Miami. Was living 6 years in New York and New Jersey. Doing my all the professional in the professional art field, art business activities that possible. And when I moved to Miami 2.5 years ago, I moved my artistic experiment to festival field and working with people, spiritual communities. And before immigration to US, I have been in India for 7 years, summertime Europe for different workshops and retreats. And for wintertime Goa, I had my spiritual center there. So, and it happened after I graduated in Academy of Arts, Imperial Academy of Arts in St. Petersburg, Russia. Just after that, I moved to India. And it's like 7 years of university because I had a kid. So normal education in Russia, university education after college, it's 6 years. And then I had 7 because of the kids and 7 years in India. So it's like a 7 years period in life. Yeah, it's also connecting to the lecture I will give you because everything is a symbol and time is also a symbol. So you know your periods of your life, how many years there are. Some people have a 5 years period, some 7 like me, some have 10, some has very short periods, but very profound periods like 3 years, boom, and life changed completely. Means the period when you change your geographical situation, your maybe a relationship situation and your community situation, or sometimes even activities you do, like your job, or so it's like big periods in our lives. You know about them in astrology and in spiritual work and different calendars of different cultures. It's all connected to how we understand the world, to know ourselves and how we live this life, and the symbols of time. The time can be lineage, and time can be cycle. And in India, I learned that time is a cycle. It's like a clock, but it's never comes and never kind of ends. It's always continuity and repetition, but the progress, and it's like a spiral. It's coming up. I show you the symbols that represent that. And finishing my introduction, in India, I merge spirituality, learning, of course, from different gurus and visiting ashrams, living with different communities, with local people in Kashmir, learning there in Varanasi and Rishikesh and Goa, and having my own spiritual center, inviting the best teachers I could find. I learned from them. I learned whatever I can, like picking up like a bee and different flowers. And of course, put it all to my professional practice, which is art. Yeah. And then it's become who I am, I think. Yeah. So also, I can ask you guys before I start. Yeah, now everybody, like if you have the icons, if you can put the video on, it will be much easier for me to feel you. But if not, then it's okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. So this merge, the spiritual work and search for God, yeah, like all of us searching for higher self, God, inner power, the universal power, what do we call it, Akasha records. All this search put me to my journey. And as an artist, I do my research as an artist with the brush, with the pencil, and this is the tool I do my research. So basic of the life is two primordial energies. It's a masculine energy and feminine energy. And of course, all the cultures for thousand years and millions years of the humanity existence in different time periods, anyway, were worshipping and trying to understand as deep as possible these two dualities and two primordial energies, the masculine and the feminine. And of course, it was in sound, yeah, drumming, because each drum has masculine, can be drum as masculine drum, and the feminine drum, the sound is different. And drawings in utilities that we use, the things that we use were decorated by artists, the ancient artists, and they were using symbols. And symbol is the simple representation and explanation of something very complicated, like very complicated philosophical topics or life question or research in a symbolic way. And sometimes when I teach this kind of workshops, I say people to go to your home when this is all done, and if you feel connected, if you feel to learn more, just open any symbol in a Google or go to museum and take a photo and just sit with the symbol and just go inside of the symbol and ask the symbol to download to your computer file, your inner files, the information. Symbols is like a libraries, but you are not using words and letters, you're using the visual representation. And you download very similar information that I will download, but it will be more connected to you, it will be more personal to you than to me. Mine will be personal to me. So that's why I prepare for you a lot of symbols to show, like a lot. I move old school, so I don't show you files, I will show you real drawings. And what I don't want you like, I wanted to capture it, I needed to know what is this, how it is, absolutely, I need to photography it in my mind. No, I want you to just feel the symbol, have the interest to this symbol, like a little love, appreciation to the symbol. And the symbols are old, all of them. I did my research, I found the most simple but the most profound symbols and put it in my folder. And I do collecting symbols, like I go to museum, boom, photo, I put it in my folder. I collect symbols for many, many years. It's thousands photos in my folder that I cherish, that I go back and forth and look and use in my art, because my art full of symbols. So come back to the primordial two energies. You know, the world was from the beginning kind of matriarchy, and now we are patriarchy, and we don't know what was even before, maybe we know, but in the school we don't learn it. We learn something else about the history. And the first sculpture in the world existence was the goddess of the fertility. You know, that goddess with the big breasts, a small figure from ceramic, from clay. And there we know that people worship the fertility, the life force, the life that project life and continuity of time. And it's very deep if you go and see this sculpture and see and try to feel the mindset of the people who created this sculpture. Then we download again a lot of things that we will be fascinating about. And what I believe truly, that history is a subject that rewritten by the kings and government, and it's following the agenda, but the artifacts is art inside, yeah, that is something that will be preserved forever. And after we go, the symbol will stay. Who said? Confucius said, the words will die, but symbol will be alive forever. That's why it's very interesting for me. I am very passionate about the symbols, because they're kind of bigger than even we can think about it. And there will be ahead of us always. They will be with us always, and they are behind us as well. So they're connecting past, future, and present moment at the same time. And I will start showing you some simple symbols. And you see, first I need to explain you that, okay, I hope like this way is it good? You see everything? Is it good? So every time when I use blue marker, it's about feminine, because it's water and it's a darkness. It's a mystery. It's something that never will be absolutely discovered and open. And red color represent masculine, which is a fire element. That's why it's in the red color. So your visual memory will be easier recognizing and putting in the files inside your head, your brain, by the definition of the color as well. And here you see the vectors, yeah, arrows, to showing you how it works. So you see the blue color, the round, the shape, circle shape, is the feminine symbol. So every circle elements is the feminine elements. So when we speak about time, and we speak about it as a like an Asian philosophy, they think about time. It's always circle and it's always feminine. And the information coming in from outside to inside the feminine. So you see the vectors coming inside. And the masculine is this beautiful balanced form as a square form, and the energy and information coming from inside to outside. So the masculine way of life, going and get. Feminine way of life, sit and meditate and create the vortex that bring you things that you need to have. So it's absolutely opposite strategies of life. Yeah, it's easy. This is easy one. Another one, same, square and spiral, because mystery of life, a black hole, and the life, how it's coming. Like I was a doula, a midwife, not by my choice, by accident, but it happened a few times. So I needed to help my friends to in the labor. And when you get the baby out of the womb, when the part of the face of the baby coming out, you need to turn here. There's a spiral, and then the head will go up, and then the whole body will go out. So it's a spiral. It's the way of life. The seed, when you put the seed inside the earth, yeah, to plant some plants or something, the seed is coming inside, yeah, sitting inside, and then when it's time to start coming up, it comes not straight, it comes as a spiral. And you know this Amur, the Cupidon Greek mythology is also a Roman as well. When the arrow comes and you fall in love and you lose your mind, yeah, the arrow that coming to the heart when you fall in love, it's not straight, it's a spiral. Because you cannot get it out. The more you push it out, the more it's stuck. This is how the love forces, the love. Yeah. So come back to the spiral. It's having the point, yeah. And then it's opening up. Here in the masculine way, so it's a feminine, the blue. And the masculine is the red. Has a center as well. Every aspect has a center. But it's going outside and getting things done. And it's more planned, more strategical, more, when I teach goddesses and gods in Greek mythology, it's like Athena. Athena, goddess, she's a very logical. She will do the things done. She knows how to plan. She knows the strategy to get things done on time and produce a lot of things as possible, very logical and very mind operated. And the feminine aspect of life is very chaotic, mysterious, cycling. That's why we go through the moon, yeah, to have the experience of death and life. So it's a cycle of death and life every month that women experience. And energy-wise as well. And cosmically wise as well. So let me show more to you. Then we go to everything, architecture, mythology, science. What aspects I forgot? Elements, like even cooking, yeah, the fire is masculine, the liquid that we're boiling is the feminine, the lock and the key aspect. To open any doors, you need to have something masculine, and door is something that the feminine that you need to be opened and to be coming in. So it's something that you come in. I explained this and then I will speak a little more about it. So you see again, red color is the masculine and feminine is the blue color. And now you see the horizontal and vertical vectors. And this triangle is also a masculine form because it's concentrating on top. So it's from down to top. It's a very vertical. So it's a vertical line, which is representing also the masculine. The fire is also coming from down to up. It's the vector and the strategy to going up. And the feminine is a horizontal. It's a Mother Earth. That's why culturally people call Mother as or Earth as a mother, as a feminine. Yeah, Pachamama. Mать сыра земля, we call in Russian. And all the countries call Earth as a feminine. I don't know in all languages it is feminine or masculine, but most of the languages who does have these definitions. So when we talk about sorry, vertical and horizontal vectors, it's also like if you remember any ancient temples or any architectures, that before you come into the temple, it's a door. Yeah, of course, different doors can be, even to the sweat lodge, the Indian Native American sweat lodge that we are using here in Miami a lot as a healing and prayer place. You will have columns, or in some cultures it will be sculptures of some guardians. So before you enter to the sacred space, which is a feminine, you need to go through the guardians, which is the columns or sculptures that very vertical. And it's also like if psychologically you can go through them and you're ready, then the doors will be open to you. And in Indian temples, it's very common. In Greek temples, it's common. In the church, it's common. First, you have this kind of entrance with the columns, like a stairs, a little stairs, maybe, steps, and then you have the door. Sweat lodge as well. Before you go to in Native American sweat lodge, you fall, you're crawling. You're not standing up and going. You're going with a humble prayer position. You're crawling like a baby to the womb. Before that, you see the fire, the masculine, the protector, the guardian. And then first you ask the fire if you can enter the womb, the sacred womb. Then you pray, you give the tobacco to the fire. Yeah, so give the fire a little something to get the permission to go inside the womb. And here we're also talking about light and darkness, of course. And light cannot be existed. It is not exist without darkness. It's very obvious, yeah. But just to think more openly, more like different aspects put in your mind. So we talk about forms, we talk about times, we talk about light and shadow, and we talk about colors, and we talk about elements. So it's very complex thing. It's not simple, but it's in a simple way. It's about us, how we go deep to that, and how deeper we will feel this all. Light and darkness. So baby sitting in the darkness because before coming to the light, and it's shocking the baby, and the baby need to adjust to the light. The seed inside the earth is sitting in the darkness, having all the transformation in the darkness, everything, yeah, all this dividing the cells, all that nurturing time, all that is special important timing before the baby or seed is ready to come as a spiral up to the light. The seed, the baby need to have all that development in the darkness. And we keep forgetting, especially in spiritual communities, we're always going to the light. We want to be in the light. But when when the baby is not ready to go to the light, it will be more shock for the baby than when the baby developed and going through this shock. The baby is ready to go through the shock of light. And then it can be too much of light. Yeah. And the baby will dry off the seed, the life that coming. So it's necessary to be a balance. You have a question?
Yes, I have a question because I've noticed your paintings that you paint off of a dark canvas. Is that something that you use, is like the symbolism that you're talking about with that, does that also come from there? Or
Yes.
I don't mean to get you off the subject, but I feel like that's kind of part of what you're talking about right now, because you
Absolutely.
created, maybe you
Absolutely.
can.
Thank you so much for noticing. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's also challenging because on a dark surface, I use very light, bright markers, especially to challenge myself, to trust my hand that is developed the brain, neurons, bridges connected to the hand with the millions hours of practice. You connect your arm like a musician. Yeah, the musician is playing. You build the neurons, bridges with the muscles and connections. So I challenge myself from the dark, empty background with a very strong masculine marker. It's actually, I have it here, like a very strong marker. And trust my lines, trust these muscles as a musician. If a musician is not trusting, the violin player is not trusting the muscles, there will be a terrible sound. Like, you know, violin, when somebody is just practicing, it's just terrible. So we need to trust. It's also the masculine, but it's beautiful masculine. I mean, masculine and feminine, all of them beautiful. Don't go just to unbalanced, be in a balance with this. So yeah, I challenge myself to trust the feminine from where it come from, to the masculine that is like a knife. It's a sharp, and it's most like almost you cannot change it. Like this is strong. Like when seed is coming to the womb, well, we can do abortion. I'm sorry to talk to this topic, but I always talk very close to the nature about art and about symbols. You need to go through it, accept it. As a feminine, surround to it. As a masculine, create the easiest way to make it strong and help to develop something, a business idea, building a house, I don't know, whatever you do. It's coming from idea. Idea comes from emotions, from something that you like and you feel, I wanted to have it or I need to have it. And then it's a mystery how you'll get it. Okay, I have some questions here. Let me check chat. Yeah, I'm curious if Katerina sees anything in this shape. Amplitude in mathematics and theoretical physics, and amplitude is a geometric structure introduced in 2013 by Nima Arkani named Haint and Yaroslav Trinka. It's related to Donald Hoffman and new theory of consciousness. It's a beautiful question that I really need to do my homework. Thank you so much for the Wikipedia. I promise you to go to this page after and educate myself. I don't know. Thank you so much. We always need to learn. Thank you. Okay, continue going and deeper digging to feminine and masculine. And then you will see where many things that you know every day. Now I will show you. But you don't know where it come from. Or maybe you know, but I will remind you. So this you see a lot. First I show you the half of the page. Blue, the feminine, masculine. So you see this is the 3 faces of the moon here. And it's blue. And here you see the sun, yeah, and the horns. And when people telling me, oh, some deity has the horns, it means that it's a devil or something negative. And I'm like, oh my God, the Christianity took it from primordial symbols of the humanity of different cultures to use it because it's powerful. As Confucius said, this is the most powerful thing to actually manipulate. A symbol. This is what you can use to manipulate and do whatever you want, but name it differently and put a different definition of it, and then voila, you're trapped in there, and you believe in that. So when you see horns, it's about masculine, active, beautiful masculine energy, nothing to do with any devil or anything like that. Any horns on any places. If you see in a sculpture, in the paintings, maybe in some things you use around you, and you will see animals with the horns, buffalo, like whatever comes to your mind. If you see the horns, it's a divine, masculine, active, beautiful energy that's very important in life. And this one is the color that I mix. Yeah, if we mix the blue and red, it will be purple. So this is the balance between these 2 energies. The center will be anyway the sun or the moon. And then you have horns and you have 3 faces of the moon. Very simple, yeah, but look at this. If you just sit with this and think about it and see what the references you know through your childhood, through your life research, through your work, you always see different references to this because it's so common, this symbol. We see it everywhere. So now I will show you different cultures symbols. Oh, this way I need to show very much before we move forward. I'll show you like this. So you see the vectors. Yeah, I told you the horizontal and vertical, yeah. So it has light side, living force, a cosmic force. And the dark side in the down. Light side, dark side, a living force, a cosmic force. And down here is the elements. It's more from Ayurveda. So you have warm, yeah, fire elements, yeah, fire, water, earth, and air. And you know the symbols, these triangles, and they also give you a temperature. So we're also talking about temperature here. this is the, here is the explanation of Ayurveda, Indian health, Vedas, the knowledge, Vedas, yeah. They're talking about our system, the body system. If you want, I can send you photos. Maybe I need to move forward with technology and finally have the files and beautiful show you, and I'm still in that drawing situation. I think it's even having a charm. Okay, this is the symbol of transformation. Now you're very educated. You know all the forms and what they represent. So you see in the center a circle, a feminine, then a square, a masculine, then the triangle, masculine again, and the big circle, a feminine again. So we are moving from one point dot, yeah, to a bigger dot through the transformation that inside. And transformation is masculine, and the beginning point and the end point is feminine. It's interesting. You can talk about it yourself. You can unfold this yourself the way you feel it, the way you know the world, with your experience of the world, with your knowledge. You are all wise people. You can think about this and create your own, maybe symbol of transformation that is connecting to you. And we will do that. After I show a little more, we will start creating our own symbol. Here I will show you some different cultural symbols. This is the Slavic. So you know the red is the masculine and the blue is the feminine. It's the symbols of the balance of the world, of life. It's a balance of life. When we have a masculine and feminine and balance, we have a balanced life. We have a harmony. Beautiful symbols, yeah? Very simple. This is a Viking symbol of discipline. Why I'm showing you, because discipline is very masculine, and how they represent a masculine, how they represent in a symbol discipline is by having these triangles with a masculine vector, vertical. The top corner is going to connect with the highest form of life, and but base has as a mother base and growing to top. Viking symbol of discipline. Interesting, yeah? How they see the discipline. This one I love very much, this small one. Look at the beauty and poetry in this symbol. It's also Slavs. The masculine is so strong, so sharp, going up, and the feminine is like a form of the womb, form of the heart, form of the cave. For me, it's a poetry of the visual poetry symbols in lines and in atmosphere. Here is also simple, just repetition of the masculine and feminine. So you see the dot that is boom, like a bomb, vectors going from one point to many directions, and the feminine is a dot that is inside the circle, and it's like a quiet ocean. And here is a very strong energy, active energy. This is very funny symbols. I will show you half and half. So you see the masculine first, it's a man, and woman down. It's a druid symbol. Interesting, eh? Very simple and so poetic. Like a man is having the hands up, yeah? And a woman, all her energy is kind of down under her skirt. Interesting how simple, how beautiful they represent this. And this is the balance. And this is the symbol of the family. Look, the dots came, the seeds of life came on the picture. Even it's beautiful. I feel it's so powerful. And the seed is one blue seed I put, yeah, and one is a red-orange seed. So the masculine and feminine creating another masculine and feminine continuity of life, continuity of elements. This is very simple, but we need to go through it because the pentagram, yeah, and David star and Jewish symbol, and it's many references, yeah, to this symbol. You know more maybe than me, but it's actually feminine and masculine together as a harmony. Yeah, so you see this here, the masculine and the feminine, and the star is when it's together. And another symbol, I make it more simple. I put the lights around this, the sun. And this is the moon. So the feminine is like a glass, like a cup, yeah? Something that having inside, place to put water inside, place to put life inside. The temple. And the masculine is an arrow that's going to open the temple, to bring the light, to bring the energy. And shine. That's why in Tantra they said that the lingam bringing the light to the Shakti. Yeah, and it starts shining. And for the masculine air, feminine bring the coolness of water, coolness of mystery of life, coolness of that you cannot control everything, you need to surrender. And when it's balanced and everybody has their own job and they know about their purpose, life is continuing. Okay, I'll show you some different symbols. This is Celtic, the oven. Now you can read yourself. You know everything. What you can read? Anybody can comment? Unmute yourself and you can speak. Yes.
I see three powerful men.
Yes. But they have the feminine circle. Yeah. They are inside the feminine circle. This is the symbol of discipline as well. This symbol all of you knows, a Reiki symbol. Now you can read it. Can you read? Unmute yourself and read the symbol, please. Tanya, you want to speak up?
Well, I have Sean sitting next to me, so I was just thinking how I've never noticed before that the feminine, the masculine, the balance in the Reiki symbol. So now that I know that,
Yes.
I see it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
And
it's
spiral
also,
and the dots.
right, and it's also the key to the divine being, the universal being. It's like the key to the universal love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you know the Sphinx, yeah, in Egyptian, it's a symbol of protection and transformation, because it was the guardian to go inside the temple. So first you need to meet the Sphinx, and people worship them before going to another world, living body, to help to go through the other door, the death. It's a simple representation. Somebody may be much more knowledgeable about Egyptian culture, so please forgive me if I will put it in a very simple way. We talk about Egypt. Let's do it. Anchor. Yeah. So now, actually, I was learning a lot about it. I was listening some lectures about the symbol. It's represent the sun here that coming up, but also it's represent the human body. And you see the vectors, the masculine and feminine vectors. It's in balance. It's a symbol of protection, of course, power to follow your path, to follow your destiny, kind of to move forward. Here is I have Slavic and Egyptian. This is the Slavic symbol of truth. And here is Egyptian symbol. This is the wisdom and this is the truth. Interesting, the wisdom symbol, yeah? Now you see the elements. A masculine base, yeah? And this is the feminine. It's open container. And a dot, the beginning or the sun. You can read it yourself. That's why I told you that it's so simple, but it's so deep. So my explanation can be closer to your explanation, but we can have our intimate relationship with the symbol.
You know, it's really interesting because looking at the top one, you know, the truth, the symbol, the truth, it looks, you know, when someone is trying to prove that they're right or they're saying their truth, they do put their arms out like this and they stand up straight and tall and they do talk like this. Does that make sense?
Of
And
course,
then it looks like a woman standing with her hands up into the sky. Wisdom.
Exactly. Because as wise people said, we have many truths, but we have only one wisdom.
Mhm.
This is the Viking truth. This one, also interesting. And this one, let me see. Zibu, the beginning. Interesting when we think like that. The beginning is like something like a dance that we don't know, yeah, but we're going to it. It's a mystery. The beginning is always mystery. We don't know how it will unfold. But at the same time, we have energy to start this dance of the beginning. And then we have a truth that is standing so strong, so straightforward. And the beginning is like a waltz, like air, very soft, something we don't know, unknown. I have many Adinkra symbols that I use in my art a lot. I just show you, just for you to know. And if you feel interest, then you of course can Google it and see much more and read about this king. It was an African king, Adinkra, and still in African clothes. In a shop, even here in Miami or anywhere you are, you can find clothes with this design, with Adinkra, and sculptures. I just found recently in a voodoo shop, because in Miami it's a lot of from Haiti, a lot of people in Little Haiti, we have voodoo shops, and I love them so much because it's all the symbols, all the sculptures. There are some dirty artifacts that I can clean and learn. So I found one wooden sculpture of one of the Adinkra symbols, like this size, and I paint it over and make it my art out of it. So this is the universe. You don't need to learn it. You can Google it. It's very easy. Okay, I will answer the question. Power of love. I was working in a psychotherapy office in Hoboken, in New Jersey, before I moved to Miami. And I brought this so many symbols. I printed them for many times, and we had a groups, therapeutic groups with the doctor that I was working with, and we asked people to color. So it's just drawings, yeah. And we give people, a patient, a bunch of the pencils, different colors, a lot, and they need to choose one symbol, just from all of them, like so many of them, by the intuition, because we covered the meaning like this. I put the stickers, and they need to choose with the intuition. When they choose, we unfollow, we remove the sticker. They will read about what does the symbol represent, like a kind of the oracle cards, but therapeutic, because you draw on top, you make it colorful, you complete your symbol that you choose by your intuition. So it was very powerful exercise, and our groups like love it so much. And I would love to continue this, but I moved, and as the office closed, and I need some brave psychotherapists who can hire me without license, but having me as under the doctor surveillance, yeah. Because I have so many ideas how to use symbols in therapeutical way, and it's really like a 5, as doctor said, not me, 5 therapeutical sessions with one art therapy with symbols is like equal. So big progress we did with people. even in the groups, within the groups. Very interesting symbol of transformation. I hope you see it. Let me, yeah, maybe like this will be better. Is it better or not? No? Okay. Transformation. When we transform, it's like a crisis. Yeah, we are like, whoa, what is going on? How will I survive that? But we will survive. No, I think it's too dark. It's Miami. On a flight. Energy. Energy is a spiral, yeah? Look at this. It has a like a balancier in French. It's a balance, like a yin and yang. Oh, I love this symbol very much. Love. Look at this. Love is so nurturing. It's a feminine, it's an open container. And it's inviting this strong masculine to going connected, cooling in a cool space of the feminine. And it's love. Power of love. Love. This is very poetical symbol. Hope. Yeah, what is hope? What is definition of hope? Yeah, of course we know that all. But how they represent in Africa, in Asian Africa, the hope? It's something inside, yeah? Something protected inside, like a seed that we need to protect from destruction, yeah? And then it has the vectors to the bigger form. The bigger form of love and hope, a bigger hope that transform your personality. We say in Russian, the hope is dying last. The hope will stay longer than anything else in our personality. Oh, this is, I started from this symbol, you remember? But I was talking about it, I didn't show you. It's feminine, the first small artifact sculpture that was found. It was a feminine small sculpture. Kind of like this. It was different, they have different of them. It's called like a Venus of the ancient Venus. Aphrodite. There's many of them. Oh, what an interesting one. There's so many of them. We didn't talk about totem animals, so it's good I found this symbol. You see the turtle, adaptability symbol. And turtle, I use symbols, totem animal symbols, so many in almost each my painting. A turtle actually has roots in most of the culture in the world. It's so fascinating. Like in India, it's representing the universe. The swastika, they put the swastika on top of the turtle, which is representing the universe, the creation. And natives using a symbol of long life. Also, it's a symbol of, here is adaptability in Africa. And it's also a very important symbol of, I didn't know that, it was so fascinating for me when I found out. The turtle, if you put her, for example, she starts her way from point A, she will get to the point B, no matter what. Slowly, her way, she will take her time, but she will go from point A to point B. You can take the turtle, you can put it in a different direction, turn her around, and put it in a different place. She will find her way back and continue her way as she was starting before. So it's also very good for us to learn. Yeah, because we're going to be distracted. We are distracted every day with something, with some different events in our lives. And like losing orientations, losing where we need to go. But then the vector inside us, the something that inside us, will turn us to the right position, and we will continue our path that we need to go through. Okay, what we're gonna do now? How more time we have? I can't see my time. I can't see time here. 20 minutes more. Okay, I talk too much, huh? Okay, let's use some paper. I have my colored paper. As you know, I love to work from dark. And I have tons of markers. Oops, I can't show you. You need to trust me. And we will just get any of them. Or you can take maybe, let's try the blue, and if you have. If you don't have, it's okay. Blue and red. Yeah, because kind of the fix the knowledge that we got. In India, it was also very fascinating when one of my teachers said, knowledge that you don't make as your practice, so you don't use it, basically, become poison. So let's use it at least with the markers. It will be not a poison. It will be something practical for us. Yeah. So what we are doing now, please remove all the doubts, remove all the frustration that you are not artist, whatever shit in your head. Just put it down now in a shelf somewhere in a table. Put it together and put it here. And as a symbol, yeah, we are working with the symbols. And now you're free from all that. You have the tools to represent what you feel about the symbols. Basically create your symbol. In one workshop we did for 1 month with a lot of lectures, I said to the group to create your symbol that you will maybe cut after or make it more clear after the first drawing. You can make it better in a second paper, or use a small maybe canvas when you find out your symbol on sketching, and then you kind of have you choose the symbol that you created and you put it in a nice way, more carefully, with lines, just lines. And when you cut it in a small paper, for example, or make the stand, or make it to hand, put it in your altar. I have my altar, and for 1 year, I think I had my symbol that we created in a group. I put it in my altar where I meditate. And it was actually a very interesting experience talking to my symbol that I created for almost a year every day. Like I can be a second, just see it. You're moving, you're wearing clothes or whatever you do in your room. It's in my bedroom, my altar. And whatever I was doing, I was like catching up my attention a little bit of that drawing. Maybe less than a second or maybe more. And I felt that some warmth, some nurturing, some nutrition elements coming to my mind and cooling me down, or making me more self-confident, or making me more down to earth, grounded. Yeah, because I'm artist. I'm always somewhere in the air, and I need to be grounded. So it was actually interesting experience to live with the symbol that you created, you for yourself, not for me, not for your neighbors, not for your family, not for your partner, but for you. It's a kind of selfish, like in English is selfish, yeah, or self-care or self-love. And also one of my closest teacher in India, he said, you cannot be spiritual before you become selfish. It's interesting, but you need to know, yeah, the selfishness here is not a negative thing. It's something like more positive. More like maybe self-care, but he said selfish. This is his word he was using. Okay, I will do the same. I have my 2 markers. I don't know what comes up as well, but let's do it. Let's trust our muscles in our head, because we download a lot of files, yeah? Simple things, but deep, profound. And with very simple forms and lines and dots, we can create our unique individual symbol that will balance us. And a balance is a harmony, yeah? And when we live in a harmony, it's beautiful, isn't it? Maybe if you want, you can start masculine, can start with a red. I know you already started, but maybe in the future. And the feminine can start with a blue, and then surround yourself with a masculine and vice versa. Let's see what happens here. I will start with blue. Yeah, I want to give you the exercise. Yes, thank you. The music remind me actually. Music remind me that I promised you to give a breath exercise. So we have let's do 2 more minutes with the symbol. They're showing each other like I was showing you. And then I will give you the exercise I promised. Something very unusual coming. For me, for sure. Interesting. Okay, I can show my. I think it's very sexy one. Wow, Tatiana, it's beautiful. Can you move a little bit? No, far from the screen. Oops. Yeah. Yes. Oh, very funny. Everybody has their own different. Oh, Erica, you have like some influence from the church, I feel. Can you move it a little bit? Which size? Yeah, this. Wow, it's like a star in a church. Catherine, ooh, masculine and feminine, both of them strong. Ooh. Marius, can you put closer to the screen? Uh-huh. Yes, I think I should move to files. You had difficulties, I guess, from me showing you drawings. Yes, it's your Marius, your masculine vectors surrounding by the feminine energy, yeah, and that's the beginnings, the seeds. Beautiful. Robin, can you show again? Oh, we can't hear you.
I have to take up my green screen. So.
Erika, amazing, so strong. Everybody, everybody created very beautiful. I'm curious about Julius. Laura. Catherine, you can show us one more time? Yes, the strong one, I love. Oh, Robin, yes, I see. Two beautiful, like a moon.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do screenshot. It's a good idea. Who will do the screenshot? I mean, I can do.
Okay.
Laura, we can see your, and Julia. Laura? Okay. I did screenshot. Okay, Laura, eating lunch instead of drawing. So it's okay, you can do it after. We can send us photos in the chat, yeah? Okay, promise you the exercise. Okay, I need to sit like this, like a lotus position. You can sit on your chair as you're sitting now. It's okay, no worries. I just need to move a little bit to show you. Yeah, now you can see. Good. So first I explain. I will do one time short, and then we do together, okay? So the name of the exercise is calibre. Calibre, it means like, when you use the gun, how big the thing can go through. And it's about us or our body, how much energy we can move through us, through our energetic channels. And in this exercise, we can make it bigger and clean it, our channels, clean it like a brush. All the blockages that have been there will be cleaned every day if you do that. So timing, yeah. I mean, I have the timing in my mind because I do it very often, but you can put timing. We need 4 minutes. If somebody can put timing, after we will start. First I explain, just preparations, yeah? Exercises from 4 minutes to 11 minutes maximum. I don't do 11 minutes, but you can move forward to 11 minutes in the future when you exercise enough. What we do, this the lock. These 2 fingers together. You look at your nails. Okay, super. Thank you, Tanya. I will tell you when to put the timing on. So this is just a preparation, guys. And you hold your hands straight. You see? Straight. Yes. When you hold the hands, you can do micro adjustment, like a little bit, maybe muscles here, maybe muscles here. Macro adjustments, like maybe a little fingers, little bit movement, little bit, but very little, but try to not move at all. But the little adjustments are good because you're also working with your muscles a little bit. The breath exercise, we're holding this, physically we're holding this. We look at the nails, and actually even between the nails, in this small part, you see? Between here. Between the two fingers that connecting here. So you look at that. You don't close your eyes. You look at this between. Your attention in your heart chakra, in the Anahata chakra, your attention. But your eyes are looking at that small corner. Not corner, between. How we breathe. The breath here is, we're holding hands all the time. That's why we start with 4 minutes, because it's difficult. The muscles are not trained from the beginning, it will be difficult. But if you're like really tired, you can put your arms down and then try to put it back as soon as possible. If it is impossible to hold anymore, but you do it every day, you will have the straight of the muscles and you will do it easier. So your breath, when you inhale, you put your tummy big, like it's air coming to your belly, and you do it in a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then exhale on 5. And you do the locks, you know, bankha in Hindi, bankha. Here lock. So your head is straight, like somebody is holding your hair like this. Yeah? God put your your chin straight. So you make the line. You make the lock here. Lock in your belly. Lock in your muscles and all the down chakras. It will be a anus and the clitor for the woman. It will be 1 lock, 2, 3 locks for women. Yeah, the whole body, you kind of make it as a channel. That's why it's a caliber, because it's like you make the possibilities to energy to be like this, walking through. And inhale, 5, big tummy. Exhale, tummy, the air going out of the body. Locks. And 15, you count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15. Again, 5. Inhale. Tummy big, full of air, your chest air, your belly full of air. Exhale. And 5. Locks. Chin, locks. But you're holding all the time. Your hands you're holding all the time. I'm just explaining. 15. 5, 5, 15. We do it 4 minutes. Tomorrow, when you have a pain here, you know where it came from. Every day you do this, it will be easier and easier. You have a question before we start?
We hold our, so we exhale and we hold for 15 counts, yes? Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's start. And Tanya will put the timing, and I will guide you with noise a little bit, but I will not count, yeah? But you count in your mind. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, or inhale.
Okay, we are all done.
This is exercise that my mom gave me from one teacher, psychotherapist who learned in India, and giving this exercise in the practice with a patient. And both of us are doing this exercise, trying to do every morning. If you cannot in the morning, do it before sleeping. And if you are easy 4 minutes, you can maybe try 5 minutes. It's not important that you need to move and do it 11 minutes. The most important, just do it every day.
That was amazing.
Erika, you didn't hold it up, or you were busy with something?
I started a very difficult yoga practice this week, and I have a lot of pain in my neck, and I was like, ouch, it's my fault.
It's okay, it's okay. Just, when you do, it's the same level of your eyes. When you do it, when you're ready.
Thank you.
When your muscles will be good.
Overdid it.
Yes, I understand.
I have a question. Does it matter which hand is wrapping? Like, is it right or left or right? Does it matter?
This is what I'm doing, and my mom teach me the right one is closed and the left one is covering. Yeah, interesting. Because right is a masculine and left is a feminine. It's a wrapping up.
Well,
yeah, makes sense from our lecture.
Ekaterina, I work with the Merkaba, and there's different positions for men and women, drastically different positions. And so I assume this would apply also to this, you know?
Yeah, Merkaba is amazing. We did a meditation with another scientist from Russia. He gave us this.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely. You have it. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, guys. Also, I collected the symbols that kind of magnetized to my life by what I'm looking for. Yeah, my attention. What you seek is seeking you. You will find what you seek.
Yeah.
I just share my sickness.
Well, I was gonna ask you really quick. I know we're kind of running out of time, but if you could maybe just share your project, The Portrait of Dreams. I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating. I think they all need to hear about it.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am always like I should advertise my projects, but I keep forgetting.
Besides many projects, but this is a very unique project, and I think they should hear about it.
Yes. I can send to Julia written and images, text and images, but shortly, all of us for sure did the vision boards, collage of dreams. We call it maybe differently in every languages, but it's about writing down what you want to achieve or magnetize or change in your life, or put it in pictures from cutting it from magazines. You remember I did this in my childhood, and creating the journal of my dreams and intentions. And many years ago, I just painted for myself this, and I didn't believe in it. I just painted. It's not was like I'm doing some witchcraft. No, I just was painting what I want to paint. And after several years, I was cleaning my apartment and moving, and I turned that painting back to myself. I didn't exhibit it for some time, and I was shocked. I sit on the floor. I was sitting in front of the painting in shock, complete shock, because everything I painted there wasn't my reality in that moment. After some time, and I shared this fascinating discovery to my friends, and then they start ordering me paintings like that for them. And it started happening things that magical things start happening after 6 months, 1 year. They calling me like, oh, I got that. You remember we painted that together. Oh, it's happening, blah, blah. And it's like 15 years I'm doing that. Sometimes a lot of paintings. Sometimes I have a break because it's a lot of work, inner work for me, not only physical painting. And I always explain people that not me who achieving your dreams or your goals. It's not me who doing your karma. No, you do yourself, but you have a physical representation that mind, belief that can touch and smell. It's physical of what you want in life, and it's put it by the artist, educated artist, in a painting, in a harmony, visual harmony with the Asian symbols, much more complicated that I was showing you here, that represents what you want in your life. Because you're sharing with me first as a small interview, kind of. I have my questions, specific questions to ask, and I write the notes, and I do the sketch, and then I paint that, and then I ship it to you, and you use it. Maybe you print it on your cup for your smoothie in the morning. So you're there in your bedroom, this painting. Maybe you put it on your screen on your phone, and you're connecting with this every time with this image, and it's coming to your DNA kind of, and your mind is relaxed because, oh, it's physical representation and no, it's already exists. So your soul is doing the work, your heart, your intuition doing the work, and the mind is very chilling and happy, not putting your obstacles because it has a proof of that it's already done. So you go towards your dream, intention, your goal in life with no obstacles of your mind. There will be different obstacles, of course, but at least we remove the one that is very powerful. And 6 months, 1 year, already changes started, and it's very beautiful journeys, and I have testimonials. So funny, so crazy. Sometimes we paint one thing, but the person was really thinking about different thing, and it will come the way it was the reality. The real intention was, for example, make money, but the person said, oh, I wanted to have a good relationship, and then I will paint, and then it will accumulate a lot of money and success in business, but no relationship, because the person really didn't want a relationship, was not ready to receive the relationship. And then we discussed it after, and we painted another painting for relationship when the person was ready to receive the something challenge. The relationship is challenged. And then it's happened already on the second painting, but it was so fascinating all the time. It's so many beautiful stories behind each painting. And I love to do this project, and I love when people trust me as an artist to produce this icon, the charger for your battery. You charge yourself, you're looking at this painting, you're charging. And also we can do workshop like that when you paint yourself like this kind of artwork. Next time. Yes, if you would love to know more about it and have the examples and see the paintings that I painted for people, I can send it to Julia and she will share with you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for that. It's really beautiful. I'm going to send the link right now, actually, so everybody has a chance to look at it.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, and if you're in Miami, come for the rituals I perform, historical Slavic rituals at the festivals, and just come and have fun with us. Or let's do some other things together.
There's a lot of great things. And by the way, I know this is something that Ekaterina didn't mention, but she did just recently do a live painting on a major stage at the Burning Man. She does live painting. She's incredible. I mean, she just, her and I, we attended an event where she just we were doing a meditation, and together I came up with an idea of a new workshop, and she came up with an idea of a beautiful painting, and she just did it right there. It's like she manifested it. It was fantastic. It was a gift for Jeff, but just incredible. And thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us, your gifts. I mean, I learned so much.
Yes, yes. I'm just reading the chat before we end.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying goodbye yet. I just was gonna say that there's people, if wanted to say, if anybody wants to come up and say something or share something, you can drop it in the chat or just come on live. I'm gonna mute myself for a moment.
Here I am. Dear Ekaterina, thank you so much for today. I've been working with sacred geometry and the Merkaba for more than 20 years. And I thank you so much because it's given me new inspiration, new insight to all of the things that I've been passionate about in all these years. And it's taken me back to that. So for that, I'm grateful and really interesting and really inspiring. So thank you so much.
Robin, thank you so much. From you, hear that from the elders who we respect the knowledge and learn from you. Thank you so much. Okay. Also, if you will be kind to leave maybe some small text, maybe I don't know, organize how to organize it, like your feedback from the workshop, then I can use it on my social media. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katerina. Let's wrap this up. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Exhale and clap at the end on 1, 2, 3. Nice breath. Exhale. And 1 clap. To seal this beautiful workshop. Again, thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. Dhanyavad.